Well, this morning I was reading here in John chapter 8, and I sort of wanted to have something a little bit lighter than thinking about end time events and stuff like that. I was thinking, it'd be nice to have something a little bit lighter, but nevertheless, whatever God brings is what I like to talk about. So I read this here in John chapter 8 verse 12, and let's read some of this, and we'll go from there. When Jesus spoke again to the people, he said, because I'll just tell you a little bit. They were questioning his testimony. They were questioning Jesus, the Pharisees. So he says here, when Jesus spoke again to the people, he said, I am the light of the world. Whoever follows me will never walk in darkness, but will have the light of life. The Pharisees challenged him. Here you are, appearing as your own witness. Your testimony is not valid. Jesus answered, even if I testify on my own behalf, my testimony is valid. For I know where I come from and where I am going. But you have no idea where I come from or where I am going. So I think this here is really speaking to us here that, I think of often people say, I'm in a wilderness time, or I feel as if I'm sort of walking in the dark, or and I know we all have those feelings, and they're all valid feelings, but what do we do when we're in that place of feeling like we're in the dark, feeling like we're not sort of sure where to put our next step, or where to put where we're, like, even where we're headed. But here's what it's saying is, he said, I am the light of the world. Whoever follows me will never walk in darkness, but will have the light of life. Does that mean that everything's going to go fine for us, and there's never going to be a trial, there's never going to be anything that upsets us? Yes, there is. That's life. This doesn't counteract life. Life happens. But this is what we can do when we follow him. If we're following Jesus, that means we actually have to get to know who Jesus really is. We have to know where he came from and where he's going. We can always be like the Pharisees and think that we know everything, and even challenge Jesus and go, you can't be your own witness, and try and discredit the one that actually knows, the one that actually is the way, the truth, and the life, which I spoke about a few months back. So Jesus here again, he's just proving himself to us. But it's so that we have this written word, so that we can go about our own life and go, whoa, if we follow Jesus and follow his way, his principle, his light, we will never walk in darkness, but have the light of life. Knowing that as we follow him, he knows where he came from and where he's going. Man, what an assurance that we have if we follow his direction, that that even in the hard times, even in the, you might say, the wilderness time, that if we rely on His light, there will never be any darkness that can ever live in His light. So there, that's my quick word for today, and I just hope that that blesses y'all. And for me, this is just like me sharing my quiet time with you, and that as I share this stuff, that you'll all be blessed and you'll be encouraged to get to know the same Jesus that I know, and learn how to follow that light and follow that path. Follow Him, because you can't follow people. People will let you down, but He'll never let you down. Go in faith and be blessed. Amen.